What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a long overdue video. As some of you guys might know, I have been in the trenches with some of my current businesses, capitalizing on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and obviously leading into the Christmas holiday season. So I decided to hop on and make sure that you guys were on track to at least prepare for a prosperous 2021 of e-commerce selling. Now, I want you to make sure that you stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to announce the winner of the last 30-minute consulting call giveaway somewhere throughout this video. And now these are very valuable because I literally don't even offer paid consulting calls. So you get everything that I have that I've acquired and learned over the last 3.5, 4 years, all packed into one call, depending on how good the questions you ask are. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. So in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about retargeting, how I structure my retargeting campaigns, and how you can capitalize on some of your audience and some of your customers that are leaving your website without actually purchasing, and how you can get those customers back in a very cost-efficient manner. So without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. All right, so as you guys can see, I am in the audience section of my Facebook ad manager. Now, in order to get to this place, if you don't know how to get here, you just click these 9 dots in business tools, and then you navigate to audiences. Now that we are in our audiences, obviously this is the place that we can create our custom audiences, which are literal exact audiences of people that have interacted with our ad or our website in some way, shape, or form. And we can create lookalike audiences based off of those custom audience, which is just an inflated audience of people that have similar interests and characteristics and buying tendencies to the people in our custom audiences. Now, in today's video, we're gonna be talking about retargeting. Now, with retargeting, our goal is literally to target people that we have already targeted before, but that didn't go ahead and make a purchase, because sometimes customers need a couple of nudges to come back to our website and be confident in making a purchase decision. Whether it's seeing our regular ad more than once, seeing a different creative, or seeing a customer testimonial to verify legitimacy of our business and our brand. So what are the audiences that I create for my retargeting campaigns? How do I structure my campaign? We're gonna get into all of that in a second. Before we get into any of that, I wanted to talk about when you are going to start retargeting. A lot of people aren't really sure when the right time to start retargeting is. Well, the simple answer is you can start retargeting as soon as you have people that abandon your website, make some type of decision to maybe add to cart or initiate checkout. Maybe they view a lot of your videos, they visit your website for a long period of time and contemplate the purchase, but they don't actually go ahead and pull the trigger. As soon as you have 20, 30, 40 of those people every single day that might be adding to cart or initiating checkout and not purchasing, or you're getting 1,000 website visitors a day, you're getting 30 add to carts and 10 purchases, and those 20 people you want to hit. And so depending on how much volume you're bringing in of those metrics, of the add to carts, of the initiate checkouts, and what your drop off rate, you're gonna wanna definitely start these retargeting budgets very, very, very low. So for me personally, I like to wait until I have about 50 to 100 abandoned add to carts per day. Now, this doesn't mean you have to wait until this point, but you have to understand from a CPM metric that if you are running $5 ad sets, and let's say your CPMs are a 20, then you're gonna be reaching a lot of people with a very small budget. And since we're targeting a custom audience of people who did a specific thing, if that audience size is only 100 or 200 people, then obviously something like a 20 CPM would cause you to reach multiple people in that audience multiple times every single day. So you just have to be mindful of what your anticipated CPMs are and what your audience size is, because if it's too small, it might not be worth retargeting just yet. So again, I like to wait till about 50 to 100 abandoned add to carts or abandoned initiate checkouts that I'm getting every single day, and I start with very low ad set level budgets and I scale them up as quickly and as smoothly as I can. So as far as the actual audience that I use, I like to use mainly 5, right? So it depends on whether you are doing a video ad or you are not doing a video creative, but you can add on a couple of more, such as 50%, 75%, 95%, maybe even 25% video viewers who did not make an action that you wanted them to on your website. So we're not going to talk too much about that. I'm just going to get into the universal audiences such as website visitors, right? All website visitors in the last 7 days, maybe in the last 14 days. Maybe you want to retarget people in the last 30 days who visited your website in some way, shape, or form, but they didn't actually go ahead and make a purchase. So I'm going to show you how you can create that type of audience where it is an existing customer that took some action on your website but did not purchase. So in order to do that, we're going to come over here to create audiences. We're going to create a custom audience, and we're going to select website, and we're going to select whatever pixel that you are currently using to generate all of this traffic and get these metrics. And we are actually going to choose all website visitors. I like to do either the last 7 or the last 14 days. We're going to compromise and we're going to say the last 10 days. And then what's going to happen is it is going to create a custom audience based off of all website visitors, including the website visitors that went ahead and made a purchase. But we don't want to target people that already made a purchase unless maybe we're offering a different product, which again, we'll talk about that maybe in another video. But we want to make sure that we actually go ahead and exclude people, and we exclude purchasers, right? All of the people that took a specific action on our website that we are looking for, right? If they already made that action, then we shouldn't be targeting them again. So with purchases, you probably want to go maybe the last 180 days, as far out as you can go, because if you say 30 days, you might be targeting someone from 35 days ago if your business is over a month old. So I like to just make that time frame as long as possible. And then I like to name this website visitor, WV, retargeting, and then whatever the time frame is for, like, whether it's the last 7 days, last 14 days. So I'm just gonna say 10, okay? Website visitor retargeting 10. We're gonna go ahead and create this audience. So you wanna make sure that you give all of these custom audiences time in order to populate, because if the audience sizes are unavailable and you plug them into a campaign, it's likely not going to spend, or it is going to spend to an audience that hasn't been created yet, and the results definitely will not be optimal. So again, this is one audience out of a couple of different audiences that I like to use. Just to name a few, I like to use page viewers that did not purchase. I like to use people who added to cart and did not purchase, people who initiated checkout and did not purchase, or the top 25% visitors by time spent that did not purchase. Now, some of these audiences may overlap with each other, which is okay, right? The intention of our retargeting is actually to hit these customers a couple of times, because we have to give them that nudge in order to come back to our website and be confident in making a purchase decision. So now that that's out of the way, how do we actually go about targeting and structuring our campaign? So obviously we want to go ahead and create a campaign. We want to make sure that we have our creative set up. I like to do creatives that pertain to testimonial style, right? Whether that is a video or an image of a customer review or a customer image of the product with maybe a quote on what that customer said, or maybe what you perceive them to say. That way, when you are retargeting people that took a previous action who may have been skeptical about the trustworthiness of your business, you can eliminate all of the doubts that they have. So again, some of my favorite creatives to use might just be an image or a video of a customer interacting or using the product, or again, just taking a picture of it in a new environment to what these customers are used to, and having a quote on what they may have said, of course, positively about the product, maybe a little dash, and then the customer's name. And then what I like to have a call to action underneath that, just so that it is effortless for any Facebook users to be able to get to our website. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Real quick, before we proceed with the video, I just wanted to announce the winner of the last 30-minute consulting call giveaway. I'm gonna put the winner somewhere over here on the screen, so if this is you, please make sure to reach out to me on Instagram, on Telegram, in our awesome Ecom Tide Facebook group, which is linked down below, so that I can help you personally scale your business completely for free on that 30-minute consulting call. Let's get back into the video. So now that you guys know kind of how I structure some of my creatives, there are other creatives where I might integrate discount codes. I may just have the exact same creative and have that convert just as well. but I want to actually start to get into the campaign structure so we don't get too sidetracked. So with the campaign structure, I actually like to optimize for traffic. Now, some of you guys might be like, why would you ever want to optimize for traffic? That's like optimizing for traffic for a conversion campaign. But in reality, it's not, right? We are actually targeting a pre-qualified audience. So our goal is not to find the most qualified customers out of a pre-qualified audience. Our goal is actually to reach as many of them as possible in as cost efficient of a manner as possible, right? So we're actually gonna optimize for traffic. Now, when we are setting up this retargeting campaign, I like to do ad set level budgets. I don't like to do a CBO because it doesn't make much sense. If you have 2 or 3 audiences that do really well and you wanna scale them individually, it might be a lot easier to scale them as ad sets rather than as the collective campaign, especially because of some of these audience sizes are going to be very small. So if there's 3 really profitable audiences and you want 2 of them to get a lot of spend because they're massive, right? They might be video viewers, they might be website visitors, but then you might have one that's killing it that's a small audience, like people that added to cart and didn't purchase. Now, if you bumped up a CBO budget, what's going to happen is there's going to be more spend in the audiences that have bigger audience sizes, even though your ROAS and your profitability might be way higher towards the audiences with smaller sizes. So that's why I recommend doing ad set level budgets for your retargeting campaign. And as far as the starting budget, I usually do not use $5 ad sets anymore for any campaign, any cold test lookalikes, things of that nature. But retargeting is going to be that one exception because these audience sizes are small. So you want them to be able to get their bearings, right? Even if your break-even point is a 30, 40, 50, you want to start them as low of budgets as possible just to make sure that if there are any issues with the creations of your custom audiences, the populations, the size populating, or anything of that nature, your creatives, you can sort all of that out without having to dump $50 into each ad set right off of day one. So I'm going to go ahead and set this budget for $5. Now, obviously your countries and things of that nature, you want to keep the same. If not, you want to just keep it worldwide and everything broad, no including interest, no excluding interest, because you're literally targeting a custom audience. So everyone that you're targeting is going to be within this audience pool. And so it's not going to hit anyone outside of that. So all you need to do is make sure that you have that custom audience in here that we just created. As far as the schedule date, I personally like targeting based off of what the majority of the market I'm targeting, like when they wake up or right before they wake up. So if it's a US campaign, I actually like to set the start date for maybe around 6, 7, 8 a.m. because it doesn't make much sense for people to, want to make purchasing decisions if they're asleep, right? Or right when they wake up. Sometimes I might even set lifetime budgets to where my ad doesn't deliver to them between the hours of 1 a.m. and 9 a.m. because not a lot of people are making purchasing decisions then. But I will leave the scheduling of the launch and the lifetime budgets and all that stuff to you guys. Now, lastly, we're going to want to optimize for landing page views because we don't care if people click on the ad if they actually have no intentions of getting to the website and staying there. So we're going to optimize for landing page views. It's not going to make a huge difference here. You can literally optimize for impressions or reach because again, you want to reach as many people as possible, but you want to make sure that those people do in fact get to your website. So again, I can leave this up to you. You can go ahead and experiment and see what works best for your product and for your audience. And for the placements, again, that is totally up to you. I just do auto placements. I do auto placements for everything, right? Because I understand that Facebook knows a lot more than me about its users. So I'm going to leave that control and that power up to Facebook, especially for retargeting, because your intention is not to catch them in a perfect purchasing situation. It's just to catch them in general a second time after they've taken an action on your website. So this could be in Facebook Marketplace. This could be somewhere in the audience network. It can be on Facebook stories. It could be on Instagram stories. It could be on the Instagram Explore page. It doesn't matter where these customers see your ads. They are much more likely to convert than any other customer that you're just reaching the first time around in your cold testing. Now that's pretty much it for today's video. Again, all I would do is duplicate this ad set, change up the custom audiences, Keep them at low budgets in the beginning and scale them up however you please. Make sure that you have 2 to 3 creatives in each ad set, right? I like to test discount codes and then also testimonial style images or videos. And I find that in general, between 2 and 3 creatives is optimal per ad set to give Facebook some room to spend and see what resonates with your customers that have taken previous actions on your website but didn't purchase. You're just giving them more options and more reason to come back to your website. So thank you so much for sticking around until the end of this video. I'm very, very excited to pump out at least 1 to 2 of these every single week. I'm gonna try to get as consistent with it as possible. Obviously, I have my own businesses that I'm managing, my own business partners, softwares I'm creating, and all of these things going on behind the scenes. So I'm gonna try to do my best to be able to take some time out of my day and help you guys out as frequently as I can. And all that I ask in return is that you like this video, leave a comment down below, and definitely make sure that you're subscribed, and maybe even turn on those post notifications so that you have the highest likelihood of commenting, entering for a chance to win that 30-minute consulting call giveaway where I can help you personally scale your business completely for free. I hope to see you guys in the next video.